Welcome to sportsbookreview.com. I'm Flash, and today it's all about the Champions League. We love the Champions League. We love it when that music comes on as they're coming onto the pitch. I've got Tancredi, obviously. He's going to give us that Italian look. We've got the German look from our Bundesliga expert. And I'm just going to give an overall view, and I fancy that I'm going to be giving a La Liga look. Now, if you like this video, then please subscribe, press the button and ring the bell. You ring the bell means that we will notify you and you'll never miss any content again. Like just over a couple of hours ago, a lot of people didn't know about the Champions League, but they got notified, and now you are our third member in the chat. We're going to try and go through. Let me give you a little rundown. There's going to be a few twists and changes to the Champions League. I'm going to get Alex to run through them in a minute. Also, we're going to give you, we're not going to go for odds. We may look at a few of the outrights because obviously these games that need to be completed, they're going to be in 3 weeks' time. So it's pointless me saying to you, yeah, take Man City, and then obviously De Bruyne gets injured. They're already without Aguero. So we're not going to do that. We're going to look and try and see who favours the draw. So first of all, Alex, can you give us a rundown of what's going to go on, because there's been a few changes?
So we have the second leg from 4 matches: Juventus, Lyon, City, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Napoli, and Bayern, Chelsea. All they will be played in their home, in Juventus, in Torino, in Manchester, in Barcelona, and in Munich. But after that, the quarterfinals, they will all be played in Lisbon, in 2 stadiums, between 7 and 8 of August. So 7 and 8 of August, we have the round of 16 second leg. 12 to 11 of August, we have the quarterfinals, just 1 leg. The winner takes it all, moves in the semifinals. 18, 19 of August, we have the semifinals again in Lisbon, and also the final in Estadio the Sport Lisboa at Benfica in Lisbon in 23rd of August, the final. So everything changed because normally the final should have been played in Turkey, as we all know, but the coronavirus hit them bad in Turkey, so everything moved in Lisbon, and we don't have 2 legs. Nobody will play on their turf and also on the opposition turf. 1 round where the winner takes it all and moves on. So it's a little bit complicated from a betting perspective.
It is, and we will obviously be doing a show nearer the time for them first games that are on the 7th and 8th of August to complete their ties. Now, Freddie, can you just put up that full screen until I tell you can take it away, please? Because I'm going to say to Tan, right, Tan, we've got Real Madrid versus Manchester City and Juventus versus Lyon. Now, we've got Real Madrid 2-1 down going into Manchester. And we've got Juve 1-0 down when they played away at Lyon. Let's start with the Real Madrid-Man City game. Do you see there's any way back for the champions-elect of La Liga?
Look, Flash, this game is much more open than it can seem. Now, it is true that it is basically the very first time that Manchester City under Pep Guardiola are playing the return leg against a big team in an advantage position. We saw Manchester City being absolutely average in Champions League in knockout stage with Guardiola, and especially against the big guns. Now, normally, if in February, this would have seemed like done and dusted for Manchester City. Although, for those that remember the game, actually, for once, Real Madrid had quite a lot to complain about refereeable decisions after long years in which probably they were very lucky with that. That is a factor to keep in count, just to remind how actually leveled was the game in comparison to the 2-1 win in City. But especially what you must look at is the kind of form, the kind of shape the team get into this. As you mentioned, 3 weeks yet before playing this game. But Real Madrid, as we see, are shipping the league, winning 9 games in a row. Not entertaining at all. not exactly a Galactico Real Madrid or a Cristiano Ronaldo side with Ancelotti or one of the first versions of Zidane, but very, very clinical. So clinical that you would expect for someone that actually is, I believe, the complete master of strategy. Because if Guardiola is someone who has taught football in a new way, in a modern way or postmodern way to all the world, well, Zidane is extremely clinical, always understanding what is the right thing to do at the right time. That's why Real Madrid going to Manchester are far from being already eliminated. They will play a very, very clever game. And often Guardiola stumble in this such of clever, smart games.
Alex, we look at Man City, they're 2-1 up, but I look at the outrights. Man City plus 400, Real Madrid plus 2,800. If Real Madrid go into Manchester and they get the job done, then that 2,800 is going to go into freefall.
Yeah, I don't think that none of them will win the Champions League this season. I think that City will qualify in the quarterfinals. Yes, Real Madrid are in a great shape. As Tan was saying, they are coming after so many wins in a row. They will win the title probably in this midweek against Villarreal at home. I think that they will win it. But something tells me that their rock-solid defense right now from La Liga will not cope with Manchester City's firepower. Imagine that City are 2-1 up with 2 goals scored on the road. They are playing at home right now, so they will be happy also with the draw match. Real Madrid will be forced to come and play and win that match if they want to qualify further. But Manchester City are deadly on the break. They have a huge attacking firepower, and I think that they will go further.
Okay, now, Tan, in the other game, it's Juventus hosting Lyon. Lyon lead 1-0. But you've got some news saying that the local authorities have been asked to open up Juve's ground so that they can have a crowd.
Yeah, this is one factor everyone should factor. We know that there is no crowd allowed at any game, with the final 8 probably almost surely won't have any crowd. Even if we look at the UEFA statement, UEFA is not saying there won't be any crowd, but it's saying that it's advising, seeing the situation, that won't be any crowd. But it is important to stress that in every game, whether that is Champions League, Europa League, in every game, is not up to UEFA the last word, the final word, whether to open doors or not. It's about local authorities, unless, of course, there is some special ban. Now, this says that, from what I know, the talks also with Portuguese authorities says that extremely unlikely there will be any crowd at the final 8. It is unlikely to think that in Manchester there will be crowd for City Real Madrid, and also in Barcelona for Barcelona Napoli, because the cases in Catalonia are spiking up. Maybe at Bayern Chelsea something could happen, even though we didn't see any crowd in Bundesliga. But what's happening in Italy? Well, in Italy there is honestly an extremely good situation at the moment with coronavirus, even though nobody was actually in this moment anymore thinking about having back crowds in the stadium. What happens? Yesterday and today, in the meeting of the Serie A League board, they have put up and will rush to present a dossier to Italian Football Association to open up stadiums before the end of the league. Now, this seems a bit weird to everybody because 6 games have already been played, 6 games to go, but the league is finishing in 3 weeks after 1 month of competition. What's the point of reopening the stadiums now? The season is gone. Just think about next season. But taking this situation would actually open the way for Juventus to have back crowd in Juventus Lyon. And this obviously would be a huge boost for the ropes to overturn 1-0. Anyway, we are talking about probably 40% of the crowd, which means 17,000 people at the Juventus Stadium. But mind, Juventus Stadium has been built with special acoustic rules and laws. So actually, the noise, when there is noise, is really felt, is much more implemented by that. So when you think about Juventus Lyon, and actually also about what to bet, not only, don't forget that Lyon is not playing for 5 months, and that would be an uncomparable situation for any team that is back to play in any competition, but also Juventus might factor also their own public factor in the game.
Okay. Do you think that Juve go through, Alex?
Yeah, exactly like Tan said, Lyon and Paris Saint-Germain abandoned their, basically Ligue 1 was abandoned due to the coronavirus. So they will leave them rusty, having been out of action for 5 months. But on the other hand, we have Juventus playing with a rigorous slate of 2 games a week for more than 2 months. Memphis Depay is back from injury. That's very important for Lyon. They will try to keep, I think that they will have a defensive approach. If Dybala and Cristiano Ronaldo will be in top form, there is no chance for Lyon to qualify further in this competition. And mostly because they didn't play any single competitive games in 5 months, which is a lot. Doesn't matter if you are PSG or Manchester City or whoever you want. Juventus on that time will celebrate the win of the title 1000%. There is no possible way Juventus will lose this title. So with a great morale there, I think that Juventus will qualify further. And more tips we will give them before the matches, there 2-3 days before the matches.
No, of course. At the moment, you've got Lyon at 100-1 and you've got Juve at 16s. A quick yes or no. Alex, 16s is value?
You never know with Cristiano Ronaldo, maybe the best Champions League player ever in this competition. So despite being a fan of Messi, all around, I can give it I will give it to Cristiano that he's one of the best Champions League players in the history. So he will turn everything upside down to help his team go all the way. Realistically, no, I don't think so.
Right. So we got there in the end.
Half stake on them, who knows, maybe.
No, it'd be a waste of money. Tan, quick yes or no?
Look, at that odds are pretty good for the kind of team Juventus are. Don't know if they are favorites, but it is pretty good. It's probably the highest odds you can get among the 4 favorites.
I think you're off your head, the pair of you. Totally. Freddie, stick that graphic up then again, please, mate. We're going to go into the other remaining games that will be around the 7th and 8th. We're going to go for Napoli and Barcelona, Chelsea and Bayern. Bayern, for me, have already done the job by winning 3-0 in London. But Napoli and Barcelona finally poised at 1-1. Alex?
Yes, Napoli right now in their domestic competition have nothing to fight for because they won Coppa Italia and they will play in Europe next season. So what they are doing now is to prepare for this important match against Barcelona. They can take advantage of Barcelona's dreadful form. They can take advantage of Barcelona's bad morale. They can take advantage of Barcelona's internal issues, and it will be a match closer than expected. Barcelona are priced now at 1.6. Napoli are priced now at 5.4 to win on the road. A draw double chance here is priced right now at 2.4. I think that there is plenty of value on that, if you ask me. But Messi and company can always turn the wheel when Champions League, because this is, if they are losing the title, and we know that they will lose their domestic title, they will give everything on Champions League, you know. Both teams have played matches. Both teams have resumed their domestic leagues. So it's very important that both of them should be in top form and in good fitness form when Champions League will be back in August.
Okay, Tan, you've got the Barcelona shirt on, but Napoli's close to your heart. And listen, this is not a foregone conclusion, this game, because if Barcelona don't turn up, I can see this being a draw again.
Yeah, look, it's very possible. Barcelona shirt on, Maradona's Napoli shirt behind me. Look, not having crowd at Camp Nou, it's a huge help for Napoli, for how good they are playing and for how many problems Barcelona can have with crowds in Camp Nou. Would be a completely different story. We saw last year, Liverpool played a great game in Barcelona and still they lost 3-0. Now it's a completely different story. The mood will be completely different because Barcelona will be on the edge after losing the title. The good thing of Gattuso with Napoli is that not only he won Coppa Italia against Juventus, considering he's already qualified, he could have just, carry on putting some effort in some games, but basically waiting for Champions League to come. Not at all. Napoli is one of the 3-4 teams more in shape that we are seeing. They played good practically against everybody, even against Atalanta, even if they lost. And the thing is this, Gattuso is able to keep the tension high, to keep them focused. And we know that in Barcelona there is no glue at all between the manager, the coach, and the team. On the other side, they are completely glued in Napoli. And Napoli, the way Gattuso is playing, so I would say pretty tight in defense, pretty intense, and pretty tight also the lines, is exactly the way that is bothering Barcelona. If there is a surprise that can come out of these Champions League ties, in my opinion, this is the game where the most is possible. Because the team spirit sometimes can be everything, and Napoli in this moment is at 100% of team spirit. Barcelona is at 10%.
Alex, obviously we're going to talk about your, I know you're a Dortmund fan, but obviously you know Bayern Munich inside out. They're 3-0 up. Job's done. Have you got any worries about Chelsea going into Bayern?
I think that Bayern will win them again, also in the second leg. Although Bayern will be without many matches, without matches, because they already finished the Bundesliga. They were crowned champions almost 1 month ago. I don't know how much it has, 2-3 weeks, something like that. Chelsea, they will finish the season next week, not this weekend, the other weekend. But I still think that Bayern Munich are probably the first team with huge chances to win the competition. Although this part of the draw in the quarterfinals is very, very tough. We have Juventus, we have City or Real Madrid, we have Barcelona or Napoli. Believe me, I think that Napoli will. As Tan said, and I said, draw double chance there with Napoli. I think that we will assist on something similar as in the first leg with Bayern Munich. So that is tougher than the other part of the quarterfinals with Atalanta, PSG, Leipzig, and Atletico Madrid. But I still think that Bayern Munich have the first chance to lift the trophy this season. And I think that they are priced somewhere around 5.0.
Yeah, 7-2 actually is the best price you're going to find on the majority of the books. Now, Freddie, if you can just put the graphic up, please, and leave it up for a minute, because I want to get the boys to have a look at this. Okay, so we've got Real Madrid, Man City. Are you both going for Man City to progress? Tan?
Okay, yeah.
You're happy Man City? You're going to go Man City as well, Alex?
Yes,
and
absolutely.
So are we looking at Man City versus Juventus?
Yeah.
Okay. And then in the other game, in the other ties, Napoli or Barcelona, who are you going to go with, Tan?
I still go with Barcelona, but as I said, is really the most difficult. Anyway,
Okay.
I go with Barcelona.
Okay, Alex, Napoli or Barcelona?
No matter with whom Bayern will play next, they will beat them. Barcelona
Yeah, well, I'm
or
asking
Napoli.
you a question, though. Do you
Yeah,
go
too
with
easy,
Napoli or
come on.
Barcelona?
Napoli.
You're going to go with Napoli, okay. So basically, we're going to be looking at Man City versus Juventus and Napoli versus Bayern. Now, that's the top half of the draw. So you don't have to be a rocket scientist to understand that Man City or Juventus will play Napoli or Bayern. Now, Freddie, stick that graphic up, please, because we're going to go to the games that are already ready for us on the 12th, 13th, 14th and 15th of August. And we'll start with Whipping Boys, Leipzig versus Atletico Madrid. We'll start with you, Tan. I've got Atletico Madrid going all the way at plus 1200 in a parlay that's 66 to 1.
Look, Atletico probably are the best outright odds overall because of the 4/5 favorites. They are the one on the other side of the bracket. Just think that. On the upper side of the bracket, there are 26 Champions League won. On the other side of the bracket, 0 Champions League won. Not only that, 3 out of 4 teams in that lower side of the bracket have never played in a Champions League final. Never played in a Champions League final. Only Atletico Madrid who lost thrice. That's saying how different it is. That's saying also how Atletico can be prepared mentally to that. See, in Leipzig Atletico, not only I go straight with Atletico, but there is also a factor about Leipzig. First of all, they don't have anymore Timo Werner that has joined Chelsea, even if he can't play for Chelsea. But also, I didn't have a chance to talk about my odds for Chelsea Bayern. There is one thing to think about Bayern and Leipzig. The fact that they were in competition, now they took off for 1 month in vacation, and now they will get back. And I simply can't say if that is a good thing or a bad thing. It's maybe a good thing because you had time to relax, to recover strength, and to come back and be fresh. Or it is a bad thing because you relax too much. And when you are back, the other teams, like Spanish, like English, like Italians, are all focused, are all in the pace of competition, and so they don't let anything out. So I'm sure Bayern, for example, will progress with Chelsea. I'm not even that sure if Bayern will win against Chelsea the return leg, but that's why I really can't see Leipzig pulling out a surprise against Atletico. And not only this seems the easiest tie, but again, in my opinion, money value, Atletico or Juventus are the best odds.
Okay, Alex, the big thing is you know all about Leipzig, and I see them not being even in the same class as like Bayern, and then they have to play a team like Atletico Madrid, where the one-off game really suits them.
They are one of the best teams on the break in Germany that are playing on the break, on the counter-attack. The counter-attack teams, let's say, in Germany. But they are, like Tam said, missing one of their most important parts of this whole situation. Timo Werner, who left to Chelsea and will not play right now. I think that is very stupid. I think that he should have waited for this Champions League to be resumed, play, and after that sign with the Chelsea, because right now he cannot either play with Leipzig, either play for Chelsea, because he already played for Leipzig in the Champions League. So Chelsea can't use him. So I really don't understand all the mess created on this move. I still think that they will try to play their game. Simeone, you know him, rock solid defense on the break there. Leipzig will struggle to score 1,000%. If they find the back of the net, I don't think they will do it more than once. And I think that Simeone really loves this one-leg kind of matches. Yes, no crowd. I really think even if they go extra time, I think that Simeone is a master when it comes to long matches, when to hit them exactly on the minute that he must hit them. And Leipzig are now, exactly like Tan said, I don't know if to say if it's good that it was such a big break between the end of the season and the Champions League return or not, but I really don't think so. So I would rather go with it was bad than good. Atletico Madrid are finishing also this weekend, so they still have 3 weeks to go till Champions League. But it's better for them because they have time to relax and to plan everything and to keep going, maybe with some friendly matches between them and another Spanish club, because there is no problem with the coronavirus between the Spanish clubs, and the organizing was absolutely amazing also in Italy, also in Spain. So Atletico Madrid for me to go to the semi-finals.
Yeah, and the big thing for me is I can't remember the last time Leipzig kept a clean sheet, and they would need to keep a clean sheet against this Atletico Madrid side. So for me, Leipzig, not even as good as Dortmund in my book, and they've been made to look too ordinary too many times, and they only beat, basically, they're like flat track bullies to be fair, but they do keep going and they do have an attack, but against this Madrid side, I only see Atletico going through. Now, in the next one, this is a proper bonanza, and I'm going to let you run away with it, Alex, because this will end in tears or triumph. It's Atalanta versus Paris Saint-Germain.
Difficult for Atalanta, but is one match. Is not. We're not talking about two matches. Everything might happen in this one. We saw the quality of Atalanta. If everyone was thinking that they were surprised and they will come back with their feet on the ground when they will meet PSG, remember they played Juventus and they were very, very close to beat them. They played amazing. They are a very talented team. They are missing a real star, but they really don't need that. They have a great coach. Absolutely everyone, also from the bench, also from the starting 11, they are all playing as a team, as a true team. And this is what I love about them. No, you will not see anyone yelling at the other, you gave me a bad pass, or pass me more, or you can find me there, pass me in that corner, like it's happening to other teams that there is a star, like, for example, Juventus with Cristiano Ronaldo, that he's always talking to his colleagues, why you're not passing to me? Come on, and stuff like that, Zapata, Muriel inside the box there. Papu Gomez, absolutely brilliant, very talented and very creative, full of determination from him. Malinovsky, Gosens, I can name you all the team because they are all great. So they will give hard times to this PSG team that we talked about being out of action for the last 5 months. You mentioned in the last video that they played Le Havre and they won 9-0 with Neymar and the company having some fun on the field there. But I think that Le Havre boys didn't have time to even to have a proper training before this friendly match. It's one way to go. Goals. This is what I can tell you. One way to go. This is the only bet that I will take for that match. Both teams to score, and the over 2.5 goals looks like a banker from now if you find it. But I wish Atalanta will produce the magic and the surprise from this Champions League. Because even arriving here in the quarterfinals at their first participation in the competition is huge for them and for the club, you understand?
Yeah.
In Bergamo, all the newly born children receive a T-shirt with Atalanta. This is really inspiring. This is amazing.
Yeah, listen, I just couldn't agree more. It's going to be absolutely mental because you've got PSG as fresh as daisies. You've got Atlanta riding the crest of a wave. They're both going to score goals. You could probably go with both teams to score an over 3.5. Tan, Atalanta, what's their best chances of getting through this tie? Because it is a scary tie.
Look, it is true that probably the draw for Atalanta could be much worse because there is one good thing for them facing Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain feel it that now must be the time. How many times they have bottled, but against Real Madrid, against Manchester City, against other kind of teams.
Manchester United went there and won earlier on in the year.
Exactly. But still, it was Manchester United, you know? Even if it is not like the old gold one, but still it's Manchester United with their story of winning. Atalanta, there was already on Paris Saint-Germain the pressure of you must progress. Now even double. And we know they can bottle when there is this kind of pressure of them. At the same time, though, Paris Saint-Germain is a kind of team on the mirror for Atalanta. Tuchel, more when he was at Borussia Dortmund, now a bit less, but not that much less, but he must cope with the different personalities at Paris Saint-Germain. But Tuchel is playing, his style is that kind, similar to Gasperini, similar to Klopp. So probably Atalanta would have liked to face something different than someone from like themselves. The mind is what Atalanta got, the psychological factor is what Atalanta got in their favor. They have absolutely nothing to lose and they have enthusiasm. On the other side, Paris Saint-Germain is preparing so much for this that they can pull like a Lazio. You saw Lazio, they had everything on table to win this Serie A. They came back after 4 months and they have bottled one game after the other. Anyway, the quality of Paris Saint-Germain is huge, is really huge. And you could expect from them from being clever and that they learn from their mistakes they've done also against Barcelona. But also remember, for example, they will not have Cavani. It's true, because he's done like Werner, he's not playing in Champions League anymore for Paris Saint-Germain. So it's true that they have plenty in the basket. Mbappé, Di Maria, Neymar, Icardi, and much more. Yeah. Cavani, though, is giving something that nothing else was giving. It is much, much more leveled than it seems. Much more leveled.
Okay, if I give you...
Why do you think... Sorry. Why do you think that Gasperini is trying to organize his defense before this Champions League game, and that they are playing like winning 1-0, trying to ice the game when they are going in front? They are preparing for this absolutely huge attacking firepower from Paris Saint-Germain, and I think that 4 goals, I think that Atalanta will play their chance. I think that they will play their football there and they will go to pull off the upset. What I love about this Atalanta side is even though they will go 1-0 down, they will still play and try to come from behind and win the match with aggressivity, with their style. I think that it written goals all over it because Atalanta struggles to defend, and PSG, we know how huge they are from a middle and up, and Atalanta will score because they are great in attack and because PSG are coming after 5 months of the break.
Listen, I'm just going to ask you, when I say to you, just give me like one team or one word answers, it's just pointless. Why do I not learn? Why do I not learn? You know what I mean? I've got a show to do on Thursday, and then I say, and then I invite you to just rabbit away. Okay, Tan, I'm going to give you one shot at this moment, and we'll revisit it again, I know, and there might be injuries. Who wins this year's Champions League?
Whoa.
Whoa, one word I said. Come on.
I wasn't prepared for this. Okay, if I have to put €1
one
today,
word.
€1, I put on Atletico Madrid.
Oh, okay. You see my face sort of drop there, Alex.
Yeah, he's singing your song there.
I know.
Tancredi.
All of a sudden, I'm not so confident. Now, come on then, Alex.
He said €1 on Atletico Madrid. I will play €10 on Bayern Munich.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think Bayern Munich and listen, it's going to be very tough, that top half. But whoever gets into...
Imagine, Flash, if the Bundesliga was over just 2 weeks
before
this Champions League quarterfinal.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they're all quality sides. They're all quality sides in that top half of the draw. Listen, I'm going to Atletico Madrid. I've got the value. I'm happy at 12s. Listen, thanks, gentlemen. We'll reconvene closer to the 7th and 8th. We'll have individual odds on the games. We'll go break it down. We'll get you the value. But until then, listen, everyone, you take care. But if you've liked this video, then please subscribe, press the button, ring the bell. You ring the bell means that we can notify you and you'll never miss any content again. And please give the boys a thumbs up because they certainly enjoy their stuff and they give you every single angle. Thanks, Tan. Thanks, Alex. Everyone else in the chat, you enjoy it and we'll see you again soon. You take care.
The champions.